the inspirational power.
Sometimes they need money, they need a place to live, they need transportation. A lot of times they've been stripped of everything that they have, including their dignity. And so when we reach out, a person that is experiencing it, when we reach out, we don't want to be shamed. That's the last thing we want, is to be shamed. Because a lot of times you're told that you're nothing. You've been hit, you've been beaten.
So you've already been degraded by the abuser.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to, when you finally get the strength to go to someone, you don't want to be judged.
Absolutely. So Miss Eva, you mentioned earlier, you kind of hinted a little bit about the different forms of domestic violence. So kind of unpack that a little bit for us.
Okay, you have different, like I said, different forms. You have physical abuse, the punching, the hitting. You have the verbal abuse. You're stupid, you ignorant, you slut. You know, just things that pound in. And I guess people doesn't realize that really harms people. But when you got someone that pounds that in your head every day, you're stupid, you're ignorant, you're a slut, you can't do anything, you're going to start thinking, that is exactly who I am. Just forget that your name or anything, because that's all you know. Then you have emotional abuse. I think that is one of the things that they break down first. They break you down so you're emotional that you just feel so worthless and all. Then you have the sexual abuse. I honestly believe you cannot separate domestic violence and sexual abuse. You cannot separate it. And the financial. You got somebody that holds all the money, and you have to practically beg if they give you something then. You know, but it is your money. You go to work every day.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. And, but they still, because we got to realize what domestic violence is: power and control. That's what it is. Power and control. So they has control over all of everything that you have. I mean, might be your full check, but you have to beg for your. No one should have to go through that. No. Right. Then you have the religious.
So talk to us a little bit about that one.
The religion that, for instance, I might be a Baptist. You might be a Catholic. You know, I don't know anything about Catholic. You know, so you going to this church and this is where you're gonna go. And then I think the other topic for as the religion, I think you're gonna have to bring me back on that one. Okay. For as the religions, when it gets to the ministers and all, you know, you have that, and so that's where the ministers come in at that. It has to be talked about in the church. Right. It has to be.
So that's still that abuse of power.
That is abuse of power.
Right.
You know, it is a necessity. If you go to your pastor and talk to your pastor about what is going on in your home and, you know, various other things, that pastor has so much control or abuse on you that that conversation go the other way. Wow. Okay. So I mean, it's there. Yeah. I mean, we might as well face it. It has to be talked about. There's no use of putting it up under the rug. Right. Because I mean, it's there. Right. It is there. Wow. So we have so many forms, but it has to, in order to have a healed community, we have to have a healed home. That's right. In order to have a healed home, you have to have a healed church. That's right. And so that's where the ministers, the pastors it is very important that they get involved about domestic violence. Absolutely. It has to be talked about, because when you have ministers' wives calling and talking to you, okay, yeah, it makes you wonder sometimes. Yeah, you know, they bless their hearts. They're at the church on the front row, right, with the big hats. Well, bless what are they hiding up under those hats?
Wow.
You know.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so we have to, when we talk about domestic violence, we have to cover everybody because it has no age, no gender.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money. I don't care what's behind your name, your degree. It touches all.
Wow.
So we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So if we have to talk about the ministers, the pastors, and I go deep. My father's a pastor. I come way from ministers' family, but still.
Yeah.
Right is right. We have to talk about domestic violence.
Amen.
In every area.
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right.
It's the inspirational power.